Hi, I'm Abhilash and welcome to today's session. And This is Perspective Matter session, and this is for UPSC aspirant who are giving the interview. Here in this specific session, I only go through the last 1 week's whatever has happened in newspaper, whatever has happened in newspaper, and we just discuss what kind of perspective one needs to make. This is especially for candidates who are giving interview in the next week and maybe coming इनका schedule आगे है. While we know that one part of the interview is to get all your DAF uh, element well done, well read. Other element is कि current affairs के साथ जो भी हो रहा है, whatever is happening around you, you are being aware about it or not. So I also have personal one-to-one session, so you can see, you can book your schedule. The description is there in the uh, details are there in the YouTube description. So when we see about on 8th February, last Saturday, you'll see that uh, that's if we summarize two events which are in top of the news since last 1 week is the AI summit which happened in France, and the second is the Prime Minister Modi's trip to US and whatever the details are there. So these are the two topics which have come immediately on topic. Apart from that, the nation has been talking about Kumbh Mela and all the various element of the there was certain scenario, stampede happened and all the pluses and minuses of Kumbh Mahakumbh Mela. And so there have been, when it comes to the France visit, so we need to see the Indo-France relationship. How has India-France relationship worked in the past, and also in the last 5 years, and the various purchases, military purchases, and then you would also see that there had been more discussion on the impact of budget and tax relief in the parliament. And now this is subjective. You need to, if you are asked about that, you need to be very clear on what are the pluses and minuses of this. And this has not been in the first time that so how India reached till 12 lakh zero tax. It is a story in itself, shows the growth of India also. So if you can uh, look around in that matter, read about it, like how from 1991 till today, how has been the income taxation bracket. This thing. And so this is one topic, obviously, because it was AI summit. So about AI and ethics, your knowledge of AI, even if you are a technical or non-technical person, and day-to-day life, job loss, all these aspects which is commonly in touch, and what is your opinion about it, and with a considerable example. Then comes the Delhi election result, which was in news. Now there is a change in Delhi election results. So you are aware now BJP because it's a political change. So one has to be very clear, especially if you are from Delhi, the statehood of Delhi, and you need to understand all the impacts from that. Rarely they ask on the political element of it, but because being in news, and if you are address mentioned you are from Delhi, then you may have to look into the facts, what worked, what not worked, just for the sake of being a informed citizen from that particular place. So this is again your own opinion, and you can have your own analogies, but do check on the voting percentage and things like that, data around that. Coming to as such, again on the tariff element of and the sectors which uh, Trump, uh, President Trump of US has been talking about. If your understanding is there, please do a good reading about it. Reason being that it is not just a international or internation activity. It is going to impact multiple countries, and how good or bad you need to have an idea about it. And why this 25%? The percent can be also less or high. Why 25%? So as such, India France relationship, India France. Yeah. In a sports section, usually what happens is if it is a part of your DAF where you mentioned certain about cricket or chess or football, then a new update would work on in favor. But in general, there would be a generalistic way of approach. But if you have mentioned in your DAF with your interest, then it is better to be prepared on what is the exact update. So I'm not highlighting on any update which is happening in sports sector, but mostly on the sectors where uh, you know policy driven activity has been done. Yes, there has been a discussion on the YouTubers, the current discussion. If you are a YouTuber or something like that, or having a censorship for YouTube, if these kind of questions can come up, but rarely on a person addressed question comes in a discussion. One person driven. That might be the opinion of a news body or this thing, but in UPC level of interview, until unless it's not a positive news, it won't come in that one-on-one basis. So last week, as I mentioned, these are the major element of discussion in these 2 points. And president rule in Manipur, which has happened again. This also is very important because Manipur's question has been, the peace in Manipur, all the activities that is being done, that your understanding needs to happen. It is not a state-driven news; it's a national news itself. if you got a chance to understand Prime Minister's speech of AI given in France, uh, it will help you to understand that even our Prime Minister found a flaw on AI, current AI activities. So, you need to be little wittiness how he wittily predicted about it, spoke about it. So you may go through that speech. It will give you some cues to have opinion and the way to convey your thoughts around it. Yes, there has been talk about nuclear reactors, missiles, which is currently with US we are discussing. So if you feel there is a complete, you have the complete access to the information rather than headlines, to prepare and with the existing system of nuclear power what we have, do when you prepare any discussion which is with the country on one aspect, you see historically how it has been and what is our current status of India in that aspect of technology. Prime Minister also visited World War One, uh, you know, uh, soldiers of India in France. So see how it is, how it becomes important also. That historical topic was touched. So I think on the national perspective, these are the only important element of discussion. Wherein you do have multiple things in newspaper to keep your attention, but when it comes to interview for UPSC, where you have to have opinion and convey through talking, yeah, that's what it is. See, few of the element is what you need to also prepare hand in hand is you go through the uh, this, economic survey chapter by chapter and gist of the chapter to show the entire understand what they have what the country has been uh, achieving in the last 1 year, and that is very important for you to understand the current status of economy. That is the latest one can say, while that is the latest from the government. So you need to before even also for preparation, but for your interview also there might be when you quote something on economic perspective, the latest data status or the source on which a debate or discussion can happen is economic survey. I will also try to uh, stream series for economic survey with preparation centric, but you need to turn the pages of economic surveys from your end as soon as possible because it is already I think a month now. It will be month around month. So I think that's what is important when it comes to the session for today. And if you have any questions or discussion in person as per your tab, you can book your session. You can reach out to me through WhatsApp. and we can discuss. If you have given your mocks at various institute and you want to analyze, you can send in your video links and we can again discuss that wherein your, what are your points of improvement and things which you can do if you have time. Uh, you know, if you are appearing for interview in the next 10-15 days. Uh, so with that, two facts. One is economic survey. Second is create a reading for yourself. You may take the help of ChatGPT also. The world conflict zones. So what are the world conflict zone? Generate out a result out of it and see through maps yourself that what are the world's conflict zone and what has been the position of India in that and your own opinion. You be ready with at least these two things. One is economic survey and then second is world conflicts. Huh? Apart from your um DAF and the usual ones. With this, all the best.